All right, guys. Hey, how you guys doing? We are live. We are live. If you guys can see me and hear me, type yes on the chat room or on the chat below the Facebook chat. This is a new, we're always changing, right? We're in the same location, but we're always changing interfaces. So now we're going in here. Um, and so we do have, if you scroll down all the way down, there's a Facebook chatting little thing right there where you can actually, you know, chat with us and put your questions, put anything that you're concerning on. And what you are where you're seeing this right now. I mean, I don't know if you're seeing this on YouTube or something, right? Like if that's a recording, but if you're seeing this live right now, you're actually inside of our Elite Marketing Academy, our new system that we're developing that is part of the Elite Marketing Academy, which is called the Freedom Project, right? And we'll talk about a little bit more about the Freedom Project in a few seconds, right? A few minutes, but for right now, just kind of wanted to just let you know that if you are an elite cadet within the Elite Marketing Academy, any of the buttons that are right here on this side, you go ahead and they will work for you. All right, if you're actually logged in into the Elite Marketing Academy, they will work for you. You can go in there and check them out. Just keep in mind that we're just getting started with this program, so there's most of the stuff is still in the works. We're just giving you a preview. But if you're not in the Elite Marketing Academy cadet yet, then there's a link below where you can create your account. You're more than welcome to create your account, and you have full access to this, not only to our new dashboard where we're going to be able to assist you in marketing whatever it is that you're doing, but also as well as market something that is going to be able to bring an extra stream of income into your life, and it's going to basically not take that much work besides what you're doing already. It's not going to be extra work, and besides, as you're doing it, you're actually going to be bringing in more people and introducing them into whatever business that you're doing right now. So if you're liking that, if you like that kind of information, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But for right now, what I want to do is just kind of introduce myself for a little bit, really quickly. My name is Nestor Nidome. I'm also, better known as the Make Money from Home Dad, right? From the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com. Also, I'm the founder of Elite Marketing Academy. And what we are doing here is we're striving to do something different, okay? Sometimes, it might seem that it's a little messy. It's a little, things are not, where they're supposed to be. But you know what? This is how a true business is, okay? This is how a true entrepreneurial business is all about. It's all about trial and error and creating things, making a mess of things, and then putting it back together. And the truth is that we're still like launching our system, right? We're still not where we want it to be, because what we're doing is that right now I posted a Facebook post right here. Watch, let me see. I posted a Facebook post, right, and where I took a screenshot of our back office, right, inside the Influx Entrepreneur back office, where that's where we're hosting the Elite Marketing Academy, our Elite Marketing Academy membership site, right? And up to today, we have 248 members, right? Registered members who are part of the academy, who are enjoying and going through the training, right? We have 248 members in there to this day right now. That is what, August 16, 2016, right? We probably gotta have more if you're listening to the recording here. I don't know what date you're in, but at least for right now, that's awesome. And if you're not part of the academy, if you're not an elite cadet right now, you know what? We would love to be able to, join forces with you and help you out in whatever venture that you're doing, right? As well, like I said, now we be able to create an extra income for your life, just by clicking on the button, right? There's a button right there that says, create my actually, it's pretty new. So it's create my account. It says big old yellow with blue letters, and it says create my account. And that's going to take you over to a page where you're going to be able to, easily and safely create your account to become an elite member of the academy if you're not yet done so. All right. But for right now, you know what? I want to just tell you a little bit about myself. I know sometimes some of you guys, I know there's a lot of you guys who are coming in here looking at, looking at being here live, and as well as looking at the recording, says you know a little bit about myself, but I like to kind of reintroduce who I am, because there's a lot of people who are coming in who ultimately don't really know who I am, and they're like, who are you, Nestor, and why should I listen to you, right? Why should I implement what you're teaching? Why should I go through your trainings, right? And so that's kind of what I want to, just show you, like just tell you a little bit about myself and why the academy, why this academy, why we're doing it, and where we're moving forward, okay? And also I want to share within that story is intertwined exactly what I kind of, if you're coming from my email, if you're coming from our email list, or if you're coming from Facebook, then I kind of talked a little bit of, something that, is true to my heart about, being able to, sometimes we just frustrated, right? Sometimes we just get frustrated as an entrepreneur. In entrepreneurship has a lot of peaks and valleys, right? We're going through a lot of emotions, I will say more than the regular person, right? Not to say that the regular person is not going through their own struggles and battles, which they are, but what I'm talking about is that as an entrepreneur, when we're just getting started, when we're implementing anything, and especially because we're not really seeing a lot of results, we go through a lot of ups and downs in our entrepreneurial career, right? Where some days we feel like we're up in the world, we're just about to hit our goals, and the next day we're just flat flat on our face, thinking that we're losers and that, it's never gonna happen, right? So, this is why I kind of wanted to share this with you, because I want to let you know that it will happen, and I want to just make sure that to make you understand that it is worth it. All right, it is worth going through these peaks and valleys, because the promised land is out there, right? The promised land is there waiting for you, right? Whatever it is that you're imagining, right? Whatever it is that you're envisioning your life to be, that's really waiting for you right now. Physically, you just got, metaphysically, I guess, it's waiting for you, and all you gotta do is just keep on walking that journey, right? And eventually you're gonna start to live into that, right? Things, though, it's not gonna happen like a slap in your head, right? It's not gonna happen like boom, somebody slapping you. How it's gonna happen is just gonna, easily, and with that start to happen, and eventually you're gonna be that person, do those things that you want to be doing, and living the life that you're envisioning right now, and all of a sudden you're gonna awake. And that's kind of what happened to me, right? For a long time, what I wanted to be was an entrepreneur, right? And the reason why I wanted to be an entrepreneur was because I wanted to be like I wanted to be able to be with my family, right? I wanted to be able to be with my wife and be with my kids. I wanted to have the ability and the freedom to wake them up, right, when they have to go to school, dress them, feed them, go take them to school, and then pick them up, take them to the park, be able to be there for them when they wanted to be, when they in their birthdays and everything, right? And so that's what I was envisioning. That's what I wanted, and now that's what I'm living. But here's the thing: I didn't notice that I was living this life. And let me show you why. What happened is that back before, right? I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? I was following like the whole rich dad poor dad thing. I was following these other things. I was going to seminars. I was educating myself, right? Investing in myself, right? Purchasing product after product. Learning this, right? And trying different businesses out, right? Some of them were just in my head. It never happened. Some of them I actually ventured on them, right? Invested some time, invested some money, and really didn't take off, right? Others, right, did take off, right? Like my vending machine business, it did take off, right? All of a sudden, I had the soda machines and the snack machines and the gumbo machines, everything. I had 40 locations all throughout the city, right? All throughout different businesses and factories and stores and restaurants. I had them all over the place, right? And that business was very lucrative for me, and it was very fun, right? But that's another story for another time. But then I also had, like, again, I had the restaurant, right, where eventually it was a pretty cool restaurant. I had some, I hear a lot of people always dreaming the dream of having a restaurant, right? So that's kind of how like I was dreaming that, living that dream, right? But here's the thing: all through that time, what was happening is that even though I was living that, like, what I wanted, right, creating these businesses, I really wasn't living what I really wanted. I don't know if I can explain, right? It's like having your dream job and then finding out that that's not really your dream job, right? That's kind of what happened to me back then. And because what I really wanted was to be able to stay at home, right? To be able to stay, with my children and taking care. And with all these businesses, what was going on is that I was being taken away from home, right? I was being dragged away from home instead of being at home where I wanted to be, right? Living the life that I wanted, right? So it's kind of like it wasn't happening that way. It wasn't really happening that way. So that's kind of when I started to know that I was sitting down, I was thinking, and I say, you know what? Here's something that I started to say. Everybody wants like that time freedom, right? Everybody wants that, but one of the things that I soon understood or soon discovered was, what? I mean, I guess this, right? Sorry about moving that desk. You know this, that in order for you to be able for this to happen, you need money, right? And so in order for that to be able to do, you need to be able to create money. And of course you know that, right? Correct. So the whole point about this whole is learning how to create money. And there's different ways to create money. There's different ways that you're able to to have different types of businesses that create money for you. And ultimately at the end, if you having a product that somebody wants and you being able to be there when the person wants it and sell it to them so that you can receive that money, right? And so if we think about that principle, then that means that we can do this anywhere we want, right? We can do this anywhere we want. And this is what the whole thing is just like flourishing like a wildfire. It's just like spreading all over the place, right? Just like fire spreading, and a lot of people are starting to drive into the online marketing or the home business kind of industry because they want a piece of it. They want that lifestyle, right? Hold on for just a second. There's people who are texting me and stuff like that right now. So I usually have a lot of people always asking what's going on, what are you doing, what's this Elite Marketing Academy for. So I kind of just I want to shut down these things because I don't want to get distracted. But again, you know what? One of the reasons that why we create the Elite Marketing Academy is that we saw this big old gap in the industry, right? Before, from the haves and the have-nots, right? And just like you, who most likely are watching this video, right? This live webinar right here. I was in a place where I used to be on the other side, right? I was watching that expert, right? I was watching that expert teach me, teach me something that I needed to learn, right? And at the same time, I was watching these experts on TV or on the computer generating this traffic, generating all these leads, making all these sales, right? And me always wondering, what the heck are they doing? Why are they having all this success and I'm not, right? And this is where the whole peaks and valleys start to come in, right? Because when I was here, it wasn't that all of a sudden I started to succeed, right? It didn't matter, see, here's one of the good things and the bad things about, like, let's say, online marketing. The good thing is that anybody who comes in basically comes in at the same playing field, right? Same level. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Because even though I had, experience in managing, multi-million-dollar businesses, right? Even though I manage my own businesses, doing all these things, right? Managing a business and learning how to market one is totally different, right? That's again part of my story why I went into the online marketing, because I wanted to learn how to market these businesses that I had, right? I wanted to learn how to really market, right? I know how to run a business. I know how to manage a business. I know how to hire, fire, train. I know how to do all these things, but the one thing that I was missing was that marketing part, right? How do you market something, right, out of nothing? And so when I came here, I started out of nothing. I wanted to see, let me start out of nothing. Let me start with no budget. Let me start just from zero and see how I can go, because I want to go through the whole process of really learning from the bottom up and see what's going on. And I thought, because I had all this experience, I thought it was going to be simple, but it really wasn't. This is why I say it's kind of like it's good and it's bad. It's good because everybody starts on the same playing field, but it's bad because even though if you have experience, it doesn't really matter over here, right? Unless you kind of, I mean, maybe if you have like marketing experience or something, maybe that could work. I don't know. But so the whole point was is that, as I was struggling, as I was going through my peaks and valleys, right, trying to figure this, right, being at the other side of the screen, right, watching these, these gurus over here on the computer screen, building all these businesses, being able to create all this success, I kept thinking to myself, like, what's going on? What is it that I still don't know? It's like I always knew that I always had this idea. It's like if I can just know exactly what they do, I know that if I implement exactly step by step what they do, I can recreate a similar success that they're having that mentality right now. Like if you're kind of going through the same thoughts right now, you're not wrong. No, you're not that off. I'm gonna show you right now. You're not that off from where I was, and you're not that off from the truth. Okay, because that's what. Once I discovered, right, what I did is I started to seek these mentors, right? I started to seek them out, right? I started to actually go and become part of the inner circle, right? No matter, it didn't matter what it took, right? I would go to an event, or I would reach out on Facebook, or I would join their team, whatever it took for me to be able to, join and become part of this inner circle, right? That's whatever it took, whatever it takes, right? And so once I started to join that, I started to hang around 6, 7, and even 8-figure earners, right, in the industry, and I started to hear different things. I started to hear how all the what we might think is the secrets, but there a lot of stuff is just common sense, right? And a lot of stuff that we but for some reason you don't hear it. And I say that because I remember listening to a lot of that stuff when I was on the other side, yet I for some reason I didn't want to believe that that's what it was, right? Like right now, if I'm telling you that you need to seek a mentor, you need to go out there, right? And if that means paying for mentorship, if that means whatever it takes to get around them. See, I used to be that type of person who was seeking everything for free, right? I thought that everything should be for free. But then here's the thing that I learned from one of my biggest mentors was that the biggest cost that anybody can give is a cost of time. Why? Because time can never be replaced. Time can never be regained, right? So if you go out there and you seek mentorship from somebody, right, without giving them anything in return in value, right, nothing, why should they give you the most precious thing in their life? Why? Right? Why should they give you the most precious thing in their life? Their time, right? And see, when you start to understand that, you'll start to understand why things cost money, why you have to pay, for things, right? And here's the thing: not necessarily pay in money, but pay in maybe services, right? Trading services, or doing something, bartering, right? Doing some sort of bartering, or doing something that will make it worth the person's while, right? That will make the guru's time worth it, right? So that's kind of what I started to understand. One of the biggest principles was that, and that's kind of how I started to see how, like, what, that's what I need to do. That's where I need to go for. And so what we started to do in the Lead Marketing Academy is we started to just say, what we need to do is teach in a way that develops that leader, that develops that type of mindset on people, on people who are coming in. Right? And that's kind of how what we tried to create this whole whole Elite Marketing Academy thing, this whole elite marketing thing, and now with this freedom project that we're doing, which is I'm just so I'm just so excited because the Freedom Project, you know, we're having success with the Lead Marketing Academy. Or the way we're teaching, our concept with the Lead Marketing Academy is to teach in a way as, just think about it. If I was to, let's say, have a company, right? Imagine you have a company. Well, hold on, my daughter's like crying. Just a second. Um, Hold on. Okay, I know. My wife's gonna come for my daughter right now. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. All right. You're okay. You're okay. All right, guys. That's what that hey, that's what happens when you make money from home, right? And that's cool. That's okay. But so the I kind of lost my oh, okay. We were talking about the Freedom Project, right? And how that is going to change the world. The same way we're little by little changing the world with the Lead Marketing Academy, with a new concept of how to teach, how to approach education for the entrepreneur, right? It's a new approach. We're having a new approach when it comes to the freedom with a Freedom Project of how to help you generate an income, right? Generate an income or an extra income stream, right? If you already have an income in a different way, right? We're making sure that we're doing something because my whole my whole life since I became an entrepreneur has always been like, how do I generate as much money as I can, working the least hours that I can, right? And even though sometimes you might see me working a lot, that just means is that I'm putting things together so that in, like, let's say I'm working, let's say 30 days as hard as I can, so the next 90 days could be easy, right? So it can be breezy, easy, right? And then I might work another 30 days or something. But right now we're just working. I'm working very hard because we're coming up with a system where I'm saying, what about if I'm doing what I'm doing? Hold on for just one second. Okay, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I create a program or I create a system that you can use and implement into your business that would do all the work for you. That would do all that work for you, right? And you only have to put in a couple hours. I know that sounds impossible. I know that other people have heard it, have heard saying it, right? Because I've heard it a lot, and I've known systems and I've been in systems where they kind of get it close. They kind of get it close. So I know that it exists, right? But nobody has ever just really done it, right? Until now with the Lead Marketing Academy, with the Freedom Project, that's what we're working on because I'm stubborn. I'm a very stubborn person when it comes to what I want, right? So I know that eventually I will get to create this program or this Freedom Project, right? That we're creating because the whole point of the Freedom Project is to free up time because it's based on something that we all want. To be honest, if think about it, if somebody would give you $1 million right now, if somebody would give you all the money and say, hey, you know what, you're gonna start getting $1 million a month right now, would you really go to work? I mean, would you really keep doing what you're doing? Would you keep promoting what you're promoting? And you might say, yes, I would, but just be honest. Just be very honest. Would you keep promoting what you're promoting if you are generating $1 million a month on yourself? You don't have to answer it out loud. You don't have to answer. You can lie to the people around you. In your mind, you know the truth, right? You know the truth that the moment you're receiving $1 million a month and you don't have to work for it, that's it. You're out, right? You're going to play golf. You're riding on the private jet. You're going to the private island, right? You're weaving your toes in the sand, right? That's what most people would do, right? Most people would do that. It's do exactly that. So I'm just saying, and so based on that, it's like I know that what we're seeking is not the money, it's not necessarily all these other things. It's basically being able to have the time freedom. And here's the thing: I'm not saying that you don't want to help people. Here's where that comes in really quickly, and then I'm gonna pass you over to Terrence Freeman, right? And everybody loves Terrence Freeman with a passion. But here's the thing: when you eventually you get look as an entrepreneur, if you once because it will happen for you once you are successful, and you start to make that money. Every entrepreneur is born twice. All right, is though they're born, in the regular birth, and in the moment that they either sell their company, make $100 million, or or they're able to just boom, explode their business, and they just come into an abundance of money, right? And the reason they're reborn again is because when that happens, we have the ability to step back and really think about who we are, what we want, and what we want to do in the world. Because we don't know, no longer do we have to worry about the money. No longer do we have to worry about, going to work or having to pay the bills, or we don't no longer have to worry about all that stuff. The money's there now, right? So now imagine yourself, put yourself in that situation where you have that money, you have all that stuff. You will enjoy it, right? You will go on vacations, you will travel, you will do all that stuff, but eventually you'll get to a point where rebirth will start, and you start to understand, be like, wait a minute, I'm having all this fun. It's kind of boring now, right? This is, sometimes the retirement people kind of feel this way, but they don't have the money to be able to do something. But you get to a place where you just start to ask very deep inner self questions, like, why am I here? What am I gonna do with all this money? Do I really want to help people? And then what people do I want to help? Hold on for just a second. Just asking my daughter to put her volume down because she's raising up that thing. So just imagine that like you start to reborn. You reborn again as an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, you're born twice. The moment that you're born for reals, right? And the second time, when you hit that major vision, when you hit that major goal, like let's say selling your business, right? Or in the case of a network marketer, making your first million, or making your first couple of million, the ability to just say, wow, man, that was some hard work right there. That was some grinding that I did all those years. My gosh, I'm here now. And you start looking around, you're like, my gosh, I'm here. The money's coming in. It's like abundance is here. I can be and go wherever I want to go, and you'll start doing it. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you start asking those questions about, who do I really want to do? Who do I really want to help, right? That's where we want to get you with the Elite Marketing Academy, with the Freedom Project. We want to free yourself. That's where we want to get you with the Freedom Project. We want to get you to that place where you can be reborn again, to be able to find your true self, right? Right now you can know what your passion is, right? But then when you reborn, you just gotta take that passion and just take it all the way to wherever you want to take it, right? You just fly with that passion, and you'll remember this day, and you'll say, my gosh, Nestor, you were right. You were right. I did reborn. I was reborn again. I hit my goals. I was able to do all these things, all this success, and now I know what my mission in life is. Now I know really how to help people. And I have the ability to help people. I got the money, the resources, the time to help people, right? It's like, if that's what you want to do, right? So, for enough's enough about me. Let's go ahead and introduce Terrence Freeman again, because my kids are gonna start screaming right now. Again, if you before I go, I'm gonna invite you again. There's a button right there where you can register as a cadet. If you want to be part of this movement right now that is starting off, which is the best time ever, go ahead and click the link, become register. It'll open up in another page. Register as you're listening to me or to Terrence right now. Then once you're registered and you're in there, gain access to all the stuff that Elite Marketing and the Freedom Project is creating. And then just close that page down and come and listen closely, because I know that Terrence is gonna show you something. He has that whiteboard, and I know he's gonna share something with you, and I want you to pay close attention to what he's saying, because you're gonna want to get this information. He has something that you will want, and I know that throughout his presentation, right? Because I know Terrence, I know that there's gonna be a little light bulb going on in your head where you're eventually gonna get it. You say, "Man, wow, wait a minute, I didn't know this. Let me apply this." And I guarantee you, if you apply it, it will work. But you're gonna have to pay close attention to exactly what you're saying, what he's saying, because it might be just brief, and you're gonna have to just write those notes. But with that, my friend, thank you so much. Let me present the man, the legend, Terrence Freeman. You're muted, my friend. Go ahead, Terrence. Take it away.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How are you guys doing? Sorry, guys, I was just slightly distracted. I got an email here from someone I was expecting. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal Monday and a Monday evening. And again, welcome to the Elite Marketing Academy orientation. And I, I'm going to share some things with you guys that are going to, I'm sorry guys, I'm just reading this email, just a little bit important, but I can talk and read at the same time. So I'm going to share some things with you guys that are going to definitely help you guys to create income where you guys can actually walk away from it, right? Where you can actually walk away from it and go either create another income or go in and work on what you've been working on. And but the fact of the matter is it's constantly increasing. And so I thought about something that was taught to me and has been creating results for me in the sense of building a contact list, traffic, and I'm excited and so I'm excited to share this with you. 1 second, guys. So let me go into my thing here. Okay. So how you guys feeling today? I hope you guys are feeling phenomenal this Monday, and I hope that it was a great Monday because again, however your Monday begins is how the rest of your week will be. And you don't have to take that literally, but if you think about it, if you hate Mondays, you're gonna hate the rest of the week. You're gonna be dying for Friday, and it's all gonna be the same, my friend. So anyway, and how many of us die for Friday, right? Like, I used to think that way, man. That really, I'm glad I don't. But because again, it's all about income increasing, and what I'm gonna share with you here tonight. I'm not gonna be long. I'm just gonna be keeping it brief because we got the more of the advanced stuff will be in the Elite membership site. And if you have not become a member yet, I highly recommend that you do so now. Even if you have to go and come back, do so now. Okay, we will still be here. The fact of the matter is, we want you guys to get the full. We want you guys to take advantage of the full training and strategies that are going to be inside of our Freedom Project and in our cadet membership site. And that is, it's being built up. Everything is going into works. Everything is working as scheduled. And even though some glitches that we're running into, but you know it's better than the glitches we run into in our lives. I can tell you that much. So my name is Terrence Freeman. I started, me and Nestor started this thing again. I know we already shared with you what Elite Marketing Academy is, what our purpose is, and why it's important for us to do this. Because if you think about it, we always taught to take, and and I don't mean like always in a bad way, but it's just always, we were taught that we are to fetch for ourselves and do things for ourselves. And as you get older and you're going into college, you start realizing that, yeah, you gotta fend for yourself out here. You gotta protect yourself, and you gotta go through all of those variables that come with that, right? So for 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 anybody that is finding themselves right now, who's on this webinar, and it's just like ready to give up, or is going through financial struggles, or is wondering how they can come up with this money, or how they can, start something, or or maybe you're just in a rut right now, right? I want you to understand, guys, that that right there is only temporary because you know it's up to us to change our circumstances and us having the opportunity of having the internet is one, right? And us having the opportunity of having social media, besides just the internet, that's just that's what you call an increase, right? And you can call that increments, right? Like in life, it's like the Chinese proverb says that you don't get ahead unless you're taking one step at a time, right? And instead of trying to skip your way through life, we got to take one step at a time, right? And realize that I know I butchered up the proverb, but you guys know what I'm saying. And one thing about reading so much is that you can read so much, and when you want to think about it and want to come out the way it's mentioned in the book, it'll never come out that way. You're gonna butcher it some way, shape, or form. You're gonna miss one word. Something is gonna happen, right? But that's the best part of being human. So anyway, so we got to take one step at a time and understand that if we understand that it's that first step that matters. It's that first step. So I'm gonna share with you my magic moneymaker over here. I love this guy because this guy never stays blank a lot. Especially now is when I got it now at home. I'm gonna get a bigger one. I already ordered it in Amazon, so it's gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be phenomenally huge. It's gonna cover the whole half of my living room, and I'm in an apartment. Trust me. But I bought it because I know that when I move into my 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 square foot home, it's gonna fit just right, just where I want it to fit, just right. It's gonna be perfect, guys. Trust me. So I want to talk to you guys about why you guys should number one be in the academy, okay, which I mentioned already. So that way you get ahead and get the training that's already in there and the training that's coming. This is not what you're going to be getting if you're in the Facebook group and you're here on this webinar. You guys already know that me and Lester are serious with this thing, and if you've been in the Facebook group for over 3 months now, ever since April, well then you know that it's about that time for you to become a full-fledged member tonight. Okay, so this way you might not think that you need the training, but or you can be someone who's in our Facebook group and knows a lot. And if that's the case, hey, reach out to us because we would love to have you as a guest on the webinar. Okay, believe you me, if you have that in you, or if you're watching this in the replay, hey, look, don't hesitate. If you have that exactly what we're looking for, people who can add value to our cadets, to our members in the Freedom Project program that we're doing. Because guys, this is going to be huge, guys, and we're not doing this half-assed. Like the Freedom Project, and again, the name that might be a temporary name because we were talking about it today. We might change that up, but right now it's the Freedom Project, and but if we do change the name, you guys will be notified, and you will still know anyway, because once you're a member, you will get the emails, you will get everything sent to your email, and updates and everything, updates on the new training, all of that you will get in your email, so that way you guys can just jump right in and start taking action on the training and going out there and implementing. So, excuse me, I want to talk today, guys, about why websites are really the DVDs of yesteryear, and how the funnel or the process of building out a funnel is the future. I mean, it's going to be here for quite some time because when you have the big boys, the corporate brands going out there doing creating fan pages and a blog and you know, a website for their product and or services, they wake up later, you know, in the meantime, they wake up and they realize that they need a funnel. And why is a funnel important? Because number one, when you go to the store, when you go to McDonald's, or even let's not even say McDonald's, when you go to your mom and pop shop, and they tell you, you know, you go there and they, you know, and you go in there and you're like, all right, let me get um, half a pound of steak, let me get uh, 2 pounds of ground beef, and let me get and let me get some plantains. Then the guy behind the counter, when you walk up to the counter to pay or ready to, you know, put it on there so you can bag it up, most likely he'll say, hey, you know, we do have a special on the green ones that blah 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 blah, right? So in that way, it's an upsell, right? It's so you can spend more money or even to grab the buyer's attention even more, right? So with the funnel, what I'm going to show you, a real simple process, guys, is gonna put money in your pocket if you do it right. It put money in my pocket already this week, and it's still growing. You know, right now I just added another lead while I'm here, just because of the way I set up the funnel, and exactly it all depends on what you're using. All right, guys, let's do this. I know the lighting is gonna get better for sure, and I'm definitely gonna get a mic so that way you guys can hear me a lot better. Because I know exactly where to get that mic. Click right here, and that way you guys can hear me nice and clear. Because the computer, you know, the lens number one doesn't come out good. Look, it got me all dark, fuzzy, but it's all good though. It doesn't stop. You can't use that as an obstacle, right? To stop you from sharing wealth and content with people and adding value in people's lives. All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do. And I'm comfortably sitting down. I got this on a chair. I'm not gonna do it like I did last time where you guys only saw half my body. It was like I was like a headless horseman or some shit, right? All right. So what again? Like I was explaining about going to the store and you buying all the, you know, you usually get an upsell or whatever, right? But I'm gonna share with you a system that I use. It's simple, and I think it'll work with you. It'll work for you. But again, you're gonna need access to a funnel system. You're gonna need a platform that has funnels set in place for you, and you can again become a member. That'll be inside of our Freedom Project, so that way you get access, and that way you can be able to acquire your funnel branding system or whatever you want to call it. It could be Click Magic, it could be OptiPlus, it could be whatever. But we got options for you guys inside the Freedom Project, so that way you guys can, you know, decide which one is going to be good. Because without the funnels right now, guys, it's going to be difficult to really generate some type of income online. Okay, you're going to need a funnel, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so here, well, that's right. That guy is right. Yeah, this guy is too late. Let's go with the money green. I haven't even used this guy. Let's go with the money green for us, because we green. We money. We money, baby. All right, this is us, right? This is your prospect, right? This is him, right? This is your prospect right here, and this is your guy right here, and he's basically, you know, browsing the internet, whatever. He bumps into your site, whether it's coming from YouTube, whether it's coming from, I want to make sure you guys see the whole thing. Whether it's coming from YouTube, whether it's coming, the fact is that he saw something, whether it's a video or a post on Facebook, doesn't matter. He saw it, he clicked, right? And when he clicked on that, he basically ended up on your landing page, right? And then your landing page, you're gonna have your introduction video. You're not gonna talk about your product. You're not gonna talk about the compensation plan. You're not gonna talk about oh my God, this is your greatest opportunity. No, you're going to talk about welcoming them and thanking them for hitting the link. And then you go into what you can explain it here in either in the content, right? And here you're going to have your opt-ins. So here you have your email, and then you have the person's name, right? So they can enter their email and their name after they watch your thank you video for them hitting the link and landing on your page. So it can be a thank you video, or it can be what is up next for them. Once they enter their email, your call to action is to get them to enter their email and their name. So that could be their full name, it could just be their first name, and boom, they enter their email, they end up in, of course, you need an autoresponder, okay, AR for autoresponder. You need that autoresponder. It can be GetResponse, it can be Aweber, it can be MailChimp, it can be, there's a few, okay? So we got G for GetResponse, A for Aweber, and MailChimp, right? So it could be any of those. Any of these things, any of these email services collect emails. So that email that they enter will end up in your list. And in your list, you're going to create in your autoresponder, whether again, GetResponse, Aweber, or MailChimp, you're going to create a list, and let's call your list new people, NP. Because obviously you want them to get into your product and or services, and this works for any multi-level marketing company. It works for any weight loss product. It works for real estate. It works for insurance. It works if you do it this way. But the next process, the next step is the kicker, guys. Okay? So once they give you all that, they're in your list. You see that they're in your list, right? What you're going to do is, in that email, you're going to redirect them. Again, this is why you need a funnel service, okay, a good one at that, okay, because the redirecting, if that thing is not really caught up to par, they end up somewhere else. And you want to get credit for whatever it is that you're promoting, whatever it is that you're trying to get into the masses. You don't want to lose money here, because you want to make sure that the redirect, it gets redirected to where you want it to go. So when they enter their email, their name, they end up on your list, they end up on your sales page. And your sales page can be, again, whatever product, services, with your content here, right? Now, you can either have your CTA, call to action, right here, where buy now, you can, buy now, or, like most people, it takes about 7 times it'll take them to view it in order for, before they even decide to make their first purchase from you. Okay? So you have your prospect here, lands on your landing page, enter his email, gets in your autoresponder, you put him in your new people list. Once he does that, he's going to end up in the sales page, and in the sales page, you got your call to action. But the kicker here is, my friend, is that you want to give these guys not just one option. You don't want to just give them that main, let's call this the main opportunity, OPR, and leave it at that. You see, because what I talk about here is you can add if they click on this and they don't like what they see here, right? They don't like your opportunity, you can redirect them to a pop-up. The pop-up is a killer, which is it'll be a little window that pops up right here on the same sales page, right? It'll be a little window. It'll say, hold on, before you leave, yada, 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 we have a $1 trial. This is just an example, okay? This is just an example. Because at the end of the day, you already got their email. They're on your list. Now, if they don't buy at the first click on that first call to action, and they land here, they get redirected for them not buying the opportunity. Filling out that form, they will get redirected. Hey, hold on, guys. We got a special deal for you, and it could be $1 trial, or maybe you could be giving away a free download. Okay, free download, right? Or you can say from the person who does buy. For the person who, just say the person does click in here, orders his, goes to the order form, he clicks on the order form, right? Here's your order form here, OR, okay? Now he clicks on the order form. This person's already on your list. He's going for the free download or the dollar trial. This person already came in, filled out the form, ordered it up. Hey, we have a one-time payment of for a year of the yada 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 yada, right? Or if you're doing multi-level marketing, you can actually use whatever it is that's on the website. If just duplicate what's on the website, guys, and you will do exactly. You will create the traffic that they work like they do, and most likely even better. Okay. Because what a lot of people, the mistake that a lot of people do is that they don't mimic what the big people are doing. And, this year, it's like, hey, you know what? The only way we're going to get ahead is by listening and following each step of the people who are actually making this happen. So, again, they end up on the upsell, like McDonald's trying to sell you large fries, or the guy trying to sell you, hey, get the green patents too. There's a sale on it, yada yada, not just the yellow ones, So you go, he orders in, he goes for the upsell. And whatever the upsell is, 97 or 197, whatever it is, or the product, let's say if you're a multi-level marketer and you have $1,000 package, it could be that $1,000 package that is an auto ship or the one-time payment, right? Depending if it's an auto ship, then and you can finagle over here. You can actually add that into your content, in your landing page. Remember, these circles, guys, are other capture pages. Okay? So people land onto your landing page, watch your thank you video where you right here. Hey, how you doing, guys? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you. And enter your email down below so I can give you more access to the golden nuggets and yada yada. And boom, they enter their name, their email, end up in your GetResponse or Aweber or MailChimp. They end up in your new list, new people, right? Those new people will get every email that you send them. Okay, and you want to segment your list. You want to be like, okay, I got my new people here. Like this guy who just bought, and he ended up here on your new people's list. You want to get him out of the new people's list and add him into the buyer's list. Because you don't want him to get the same email as the new people who have not bought anything from you yet. You don't want to send them the same message. You don't want to redirect them towards that, because believe me, he will quit. He will hit that cancel button. He'll know that you don't know what you're doing. Okay? And believe me, it'll be a person who buys, who doesn't market, but common sense will tell him that he'll see that, wait, I'm getting the same email again as if I haven't bought this thing. And people make this mistake, guys. Don't make the mistake. And it's simple. When you get into GetResponse or Aweber or MailChimp, you get these autoresponders. All you have to do is follow the simple steps of setting it up, and everything else will run as planned. The way it's planned. The same way that this little mini formula, it works, guys. It literally works. And then, mind you, you can even have them land on your page. Here's your thank you video. Here's the little guy, right? Right there. Here's the content. Enter your email. They go into a training, right? Or a webinar that you have, where on the side here, you have testimonials. You have a buy button. Testimonials. And then down here, you have a buy button. Okay, a big yellow. Make sure it's yellow. Okay, people buy when it's yellow. Believe me. No, I just made that up, okay? I just made that up, guys. They don't buy it all the time when it's yellow. Yellow and blue letters. They don't buy it all the time like that. But damn, I know you guys. All right. So I'm gonna get. In fact, you know, I can actually. I didn't even think about this. This. Yeah, I think you can see a little bit better there. That spotlight might. So I'm gonna need a spotlight to really get into the way of things, man. But see, this is what I'm saying. You don't even have to be professional, guys, to even like do this kind of stuff, right? And that's like, you know, to teach people and give people value. You don't have to have a green board in the back. You don't need like, dude, just get to work. You know what I mean? Get to work, give people value, show them what you know. If you learned this right now, take down the notes and show it to your people. Show it to your people in the multi-level marketing niche. Show it to the people who are in your into your programs. You know, the bottom line is that they get into your landing page here and watch a webinar. You know, the webinar can be 1 hour where you showing them, sharing your screen of your results, sharing your story, and again, they got the buy button down here with testimonials from people who have bought your product or used your services. They can either buy, and if they don't buy, it's a cool thing about having a funnel because they will tell you which person left and where did they go. So if they don't buy, those people can either stay in your new people's list, right? Because again, when the people you got here who hit that buy button and you get that email that congratulations or, you know, hey, your person yada yada just bought, that person's email should be deleted from the new people's list and onto the buyers list. You know, you gotta have a buyers list and have those people there, like I said before, and you put them in your buyers list, and that's where they end up. Boom. These new people will continue getting the follow up, okay? Because you wanna, which will be the last thing I'm gonna talk about tonight because we're coming close to the hour, and you want to make sure that they get that follow-up, the people who are in your new people's list, right? So the cool thing about having an autoresponder is you can auto-manage your messages, right? So you auto-manage manage your messages, and don't worry, we're going to have a, you know, well, I know Nestor, we have a training in there in the Facebook group regarding the autoresponders, but we're going to have a massive one, even more, on how you can actually make money being an affiliate, again, of all of these products, okay? It's important, guys, that you realize that you can create multiple streams of income, that you can actually, it doesn't just have to be your multi-level marketing company and just sell the product, when you're going to have a team of people or prospects who might want to become distributors or affiliates, or depending on what it is you're doing, or even a mom and pop shop. You know, people who have a mom and pop shop use this system, guys, because they have a website. They got to get more people to walk into the store, so they try to, you know, they create their landing page, right? And look, if you look at their landing pages, like look at a landing page done by I'll give you an example. You can look at a landing page done by Weight Watchers. So if you're in the weight loss niche, I would do exactly what Weight Watchers did. Because you can even look up weightwatchers.com, and you can go to a website called simplerweb.com, and you can actually see how much traffic that landing page has gotten for the day, for the year, for the month, for the last 7 days. And if the numbers are high, well, then you know that the conversions are even greater, right? So what would be the obvious thing to do? You're not going to do exactly the exact page, because you're not going to write down the exact material that's on their page, but you're going to write down your material. If they got a box here with material, you put the box there with material. They got a box here, they got a box here with material or testimonials, and your video up here, which their video will probably be a testimonial of someone losing 300-400 pounds or yada yada. The fact of the matter is that from that, again, those people are collecting emails because they need to have their buyers list, right? So from that, they end up on the sales page where it'll just be buy now, order now, you know. And then when they buy, hold up, that pop-up window again will show up and it'll say, hey, we have a deal on a six-pack of yada 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 for 449. One-time payment. Boom. Right, so you're making your commissions, number one. Yeah, I mean, forget they're making whatever they're making, but it's the same way with you. If you use the same formula, you do it the exact same way. Okay, like I use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels helped me out. It showed me even guys. I got some jewels for you where you guys are gonna be able to create monstrosity funnels because I'm taking this thing to a whole new level when it comes to funnels because I realized that, in all honesty, websites are dead. They are not websites anymore. People go into the funnels. They are intrigued by funnels. They want to be intrigued by a quick, short video that will end up into whatever it is that you're trying to promote. If it's a training, you want to hype up that training with results. Over here as testimonials with a thank you video. Hey, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Watch and listen to the testimonials down below. So make sure that you guys click the link below so that way you guys can get access to the webinar, a free webinar, yada yada, and it doesn't even have to be a sales page. You got a free webinar here, again, in between, like I showed you down here, you got a free webby that in turn ends up into the sales page. Okay, and again, guys, this formula works. It's very simple. I already know someone who uses this and he's already making close to 75K using this a month. Okay, this simple, and it's simple, man. I mean, I've been in marketing since 2009, but when you're doing it so traditionally and you don't even, again, use the internet like we should, or use our computer. I mean, shit, let's put our computers to work, guys. Let's put our computers to work. You know, our computers are not so we can just sit there and become dun-dun-dun-duns watching people post up statuses and not get or make any income increase. No, let's follow the formula, follow the training that me and Nessa is going to have in the Freedom Project, and we're going to show you guys how you can actually get what it is you need to do. Okay? And look, guys, if you have any questions at all right now about this system, about this formula, if you're lost somewhere in the source, comment down below. So that way I get to know you. I can reach out to you privately in inbox, or I can email you, or we can, you know, again, you can get on Skype. However you want to do it, but don't hesitate. Comment down below. So even now, Nessa can even read out the comments, and I can happily answer any questions about anything that you guys might not understand here. Because again, it's all a step 1 through 6 process. You know, if you think about it, there's a few steps in here that has to be taken care of. But the main that you got to take care of is the
There's a question coming in, Terrence.
Talk to me. What's up?
Oh, did you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear me? Okay, sorry, I was on mute. I said I just got a text. They didn't post it on the thing, but they just sent me a text saying that they're loving your training, and that their question is are they gonna have a more detailed explanation of this inside the academy?
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna have for you guys. We're gonna have a step-by-step process where it'll be a video. And again, it'll show you exactly what system to use, what funnel system to use, what you do, what you need to do once you get in there to set up. I know that for some of the guys this might be a whole new thing, and for some people who are here who probably know about funnels, they most likely are like, hey, yeah, this is on point. Again, this system yesterday helped me make a nice sale yesterday. okay, with something that I'm promoting that, and I'm being right with it. I'm being right. I'm not even like, you know, imagine, think of it like this too. Besides us using the internet, social media for free, right? We also have the resources, right? We also have resources to buy traffic, right? And you don't want to buy from everybody. You want to make sure who you're getting the traffic from. You know, you want to buy traffic like the insurance guy goes out there and buys leads. Whether it's 120 a lead or $30 a lead, they buy them. They buy those leads. And they go out there and they call those leads or they go to the location of where that lead is located. So it's like us, when we buy traffic, we know that not everybody's going to click on our link. But if we buy 1,000 clicks, which in an average is about $550 or $450, depending on who you're getting it from, you will get about 300. You will get about 100 to 300 opt-ins. Chances, depending on who it is. If you buy 10,000 clicks, you'll get up to 3,000 opt-ins. The fact of the matter is those opt-ins, those 3,000 people are going to end up in your landing page. Because this is where you're sending them to. Now, let's say not all the 3,000 people are going to buy, because we all know that that does not happen. But let's just say for the day, 1,000 of those people either went to the webinar, your free webinar that's in between, which can be your which would be your webinar page, okay? And again, if you don't have to do that, you can just go from the landing page to the sales page and set up a webinar for the people who already signed up, who are committed, and you already know are going to roll with you, roll up their sleeves with you, lock arms with you, and you're going to do that webinar for them, for the people on my team. And you can even do a landing page just to build that urgency, so showing the people who will be your testimonials, who were on your webinar last week, they will be in your testimonial. You shoot that video. Hey, guys, you don't want to miss this webinar. We're doing it. We're making it happen. Bam, 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 bam. It's a free webinar. Boom, more emails being collected into your get response, going into your new people's list. They can then go into the webinar, watch that, or those 1,000 people go here into your sales page, hit that call to action. So remember, they're gonna get that pop-up. They're gonna see that pop-up. The moment they hit that button, they fill out that form, right? Or the one that's just ready to X out. That it could be the guy ready to X out right here. This pop-up will, hold on, guys. We have a $1 trial, 14-day trial for you. Starting at $1, bam. You can end up right here, or the person who orders will be your prospect, or your team member, or you guys who are doing network marketing. They come in, they get the order, then they get the upsell of, hey, hold on, we have a one-time payment for a year. Or one-time lifetime membership, or one-time payment, $4.99, yada yada. Or again, remember the guy who's in your dollar chart, or in your, the same guy who tried to roll out and hit the X button. Because again, when these people try to run away from your website, that pop-up window will pop up and will show them, hey, hold on, we got a massive deal, people. And most of the time, when they click on that, they're going to end up on this page where child set up. They either fill that out and go for the dollar child. But the fact of the matter is, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that imagine 1,000 people. Let's say your product is $500. Let's do the math. So you got 500 people, I mean, $500 product, and 1,000 people buy, out of the 3,000 picks, guys, that's a nice payout right there, man, for the day. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, I can't even, because, hold on. I can show you. Make sure that this thing is there. Okay. So again, and I'm not saying that that'll be generally the case. But again, when you start building your list, you can't think. I mean, you can't think small. You got to think big. You got to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to collect massive emails. You want to build a massive list. Because again, this system even works fine-tuned when you have the 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 people on your list and then some. And the moment you send that list to traffic that you've bought, that you've invested in, again, whether it's 1,000 clicks or just 500 clicks, it can be a 100 clicks. They have deals like that. But you got to make sure that who you're making and getting that traffic source from is top tier. Top tier being that they're not getting traffic from India, from Yugoslavia, that they're getting traffic from the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, top tier countries. And those are the top 3 tier countries right now, and Australia. But I'm not saying India won't happen, but it's easy to sell your name out there, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to make that. So I hope that this, again, there's going to be a more in-depth video and a step-by-step, God, I can't believe I forgot the word. A step-by-step tab where you can click into in the member site, and you'll be able to get exactly the whole thing written out for you, and that way you can, and in a few different this is only two that I showed you because the board ain't really, it's not really that big of a board where I can show you like 4 different ways. But again, I already invested into a bigger board through Amazon, so it's half the size of this living room. And again, I bought it because I know that I'm gonna move it into my 7,000 square foot home. So keep in mind, guys, that this can be done. Okay, don't worry about buying traffic. Don't worry about I need a fund. I need a funnel system now. Or look, right now, if I was you and you're brand new, right now I would definitely become a member. I'll become a member right now. Invest in yourself. Get access to our training that's in there. We have archive training that's in there. So go ahead, fill out the form, get access to our Freedom Project membership site, because this project, again, the name is temporary, but we are definitely doing this for you guys. We're trying to get, again, the main purpose of Elite Marketing Academy is to help others grow and to give people the belief that they just don't have to do or work that one job. That you can actually work from to 2 or from 7 to 2. Like right now, what I'm doing right now, and Nesta's doing right now, and it's 10:15 here in the East Coast. It's 9:15, well, 7:15 in Cali. So, and we still here, and I'm not done. After this, I got to get on a replay webinar, okay, of a great friend of mine who, again, I follow their process. I get the best of what I can get out of it. I do implement it. And once I create a result from it, I bring it onto the board to share it with you guys. There's a lot more of that that's coming. a lot of the Instagram stories of how to get more connected. Nestor is dominating with that. His engagement has just increased this week even alone. Um, Live streaming, while live streaming is so important, and while you definitely have to be at least on 2 to 3 different live stream platforms, at minimum 3. Okay, that'll just be one of the other options that's in there. So again, thank you guys. I hope that this works out. I know it's a bit late, but there will be a more in-depth training in there for you guys in the Freedom Project. So go right ahead, click that button down below, become a full-fledged member tonight. Can't wait to see you guys in there. I'm fired up. I'm excited. Can't even wait. Yeah, I can't even wait to even give you guys exactly more of the stuff that me and Nessa already have in the works. I mean, we got stuff that's in the phone that we haven't even pulled out yet for you guys, and we're excited for you guys. And if you've become a full-fledged member already, comment down below. Let us know that you've become a member. Comment down below because I love seeing those comments when people say, "Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. I'm ready to learn. Let's grow. I want to make more money." Like when I see those comments, guys, I get excited, and it tells me and Nessa that what, we're doing the right thing, and we know that doing the right thing is helping people. When we help people, we all grow. So with that being said, my name is Terrence Freeman. Thank you, co-founder of Elite Marketing Academy, /The Freedom Project, temporarily The Freedom Project. Oh man, guys, that felt good though. I feel good when I keep. Always feel good. So anyway,
cool, man.
thank you guys, and dominate your space online, and always engage. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Make sure that you guys invite many of your friends over. Make sure that you send them over here. If you know anybody who's struggling online, who's struggling in their multi-level marketing company, who's struggling in their real estate business or selling insurance or anything, guys, there's a lot of ways I'm going to show you guys in how to become a funnel hacker like moi. Talk to you guys real soon. Be great.
Awesome, awesome. You guys, you saw that training right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, share your comments, share your thoughts. If you have any questions, we'll be going through them as time goes on. But thank you. We'll see you every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and just keep on coming, guys. Keep on coming to the Elite Marketing Academy, right? Watch your emails, watch those links, right? We're kind of changing things around, so it might be a little bit confusing when it comes to the link, but you know what? Most of the time, what we generally come to understand is that most people don't really pay attention to the link. They just click on it, right? So go ahead and become an elite member today, and we'll see you inside the academy. And if you are becoming a new Elite Marketing Academy, we would like to set up an appointment so we can a coaching call with you guys, so we can go through everything that you do, so we can set you. Okay, we want to know you. We want to engage with you. We want to be able to put you in the right position in order for you to be able to succeed. But with that, my friend, we'll see you next Tuesday on the Elite Marketing Academy. Right now, the Freedom Project, like Terrence is saying, that's just a temporary name that we're calling it, right? It's kind of like what we're trying to do, but most likely we're gonna, there's another name that's gonna be coming up, but we don't want to reveal that just yet. But with that, my friend, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week. Bye for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you will enjoy next week as well. Bye-bye, guys.